That moves us over to soccer. Our girls soccer player of the year is Sydney Hopper of Bentonville. She is not here today. Did Coach here?
I don't see Coach here.
Her Coach Steve Porter, is not here for today either. But we'll make sure we get her plaque and her cap. But let me tell you a little bit about her. She was the midfielder for the 6A state champion Tigers. They won their 3rd consecutive state title. She scored 16 goals and had 10 assists. She is signed to play college soccer at Dallas Baptist University. The reason she is not here today is she is in Indonesia. She is a member of the Indonesian national team, and she's all playing with them right now. So we'll give her a pass on not being here today. She was the statewide AR Preps Player of the Year for 2025, and last year she was the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette Prep Rally Newcomer of the Year, having not played high school soccer until her junior year. So she wasn't involved in travel soccer and all that. She came to soccer late. So
yeah, a little bit about that. It wasn't. She's always been a player. What it was is there were rules with club soccer, and Coach Tomer or Coach Devaney are very familiar with this. You couldn't play your high school season and your club season at the same time. And some of these athletes, when they were faced with that choice, they played with their club a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, that rule changed recently, and Sydney was able to do both during the same season. So that's why she was finally able to play.
I bet he was real happy about that too.
She's been a good find for them.
So that's our girls soccer player of the year. Our boys soccer player of the year is CADEN NEWELL of Bentonville, also a midfielder for the 6A West Conference champion Tigers. Scored 8 goals and had 2 in the state tournament, along with 7 assists. He is signed to play soccer at Ouachita Baptist in Arkadelphia. He was an all-state player and also the statewide player of the year for the All-AR Preps team for 2025. Please welcome CADEN NEWELL of Bentonville.
Thank you so much for this award. I first just want to say thank you to my parents. You both.
Uses his hands, only his head.
Yes, sir. You both just mean the world to me, and I'm so grateful for you both. Coach Devaney, thank you for being more than a coach, being a mentor, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and ask Coach Devaney to come join us up here. Caden doesn't like to say a whole lot about himself, so we'll have to spur him on here. So we'll start off, Caden, the Bentonville Tigers, and I know we already talked about it. You guys didn't win the state championship, which was your goal. But, folks, they had just an outstanding season. They won the 6A West Conference going away, and this young man here was right in the middle of everything they did in the midfield. And, Caden and I talked earlier in the year about just the special season they were having. And, Caden, you mentioned that your teammates, the group of you guys, like a core group of you guys, have been playing all your life together. Tell me about that.
It's just something really special to have, every senior on this year's Bentonville team I've played with or against at some point in my life, and that's something just really special to have that chemistry, and just so grateful to play with them.
Now, Coach Devaney talked about you got – he didn't say a motor, but that's kind of what I kind of associated with. Like, when you get out there, you were all go.
Yes, sir.
There are no breaks kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And just tell me where that attitude and effort comes from.
Just being captain, and just you want to set the example and show everyone that if you're not willing to do it yourself, then what's the point? Why would they not follow your lead? And I just want to set that example and be a leader, and that's all.
Do you have any favorite moments from your high school career at Bentonville?
Yes, sir. Probably my favorite moment was freshman year, first ever game against Conway, and Coach Devaney subbed me, and I got my first goal first few minutes as I came in. It was really special.
Coach is sitting here, so it's okay to make fun of him, but whenever I go to a Bentonville soccer match, there is nobody that gets after his kids like Mike Devaney does.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so funny sometimes, like when he's getting onto the referees. Do you have anything that comes to mind that is just, you'll always remember about Coach Devaney?
Any like ref moments or anything like that? I think one time he didn't kick it at us, but he threw a water jug at our bench, and that was pretty funny.
Coach, in all fun here, we've talked about Caden as a young man and just a tremendous player at Bentonville. You said that in all your years at Bentonville, he ranks up there as among the very best that Bentonville has had. Just tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah, as you were saying before, I mean, we're a team that likes to high press. So obviously, we need some guys in midfield who can, instrument sort of getting that press going. And so he's certainly instrumental in doing that. But he's a kid, what we'd like to call a box-to-box midfield player. He can come back and do the defensive work, but he can also get forward as well and support the kids up front. So, yeah, I mean, we've had some terrific players that have gone through our program, but he's a little bit special.
We just asked him about it, but that the kids follow his lead, and he's not going to ask them to do anything that he won't do himself is something that we've talked about. So when he's going all out, it just inspires everybody else to go and join, right?
Absolutely. And that, it's not just in games, but, in our training sessions, Caden's, really, at the forefront of everything that we're doing in training as far as, hey, getting the guys going, setting the example every single day in training. So, he every time he steps on the field, he just has a mutual respect or the respect of his teammates.